I swear, everyone knows. Like, the store closes at 8. I'm checking the cameras. It's like 10 o'clock. She's still there.
Welcome to Thicc Boy Fight Club. I'm your Balkan boy.
I'm Tyson the Beast.
And our guest today is Mike Fresh, owner of Fresh House Juice Bar.
Hello.
Before we get started, shout out to our sponsors, Kangen Water, Bearded Bites, Top Mud Studios, Spores Bars, Major Pack. Missing
Major
anyone?
Pack, you said Kimura?
Kimura Wear.
Kimura Wear, Just for Kicks. I didn't have my flips, but Just for Kicks. Gas Dank as well. I have t-shirts for us.
Yeah, thanks to all the sponsors. We're getting more and more.
More and more. It's getting good.
Yeah, thank you. Thicc Boy shout out, restaurant shout out of the week. Mine is gonna be our guest today, Fresh House Juice Bar. I've been going there for I don't even know how long. Amazing spot, fresh juice. It's like you're going to the doctor of fruits and vegetables. He's got like all kinds of flu shots and wheatgrass, ginger, turmeric. Probably has the widest selection and mixture of juices, and they all got like feel-good names. So like whatever kind of mood you're feeling, you can, feeling energetic, feeling chocolatey, feeling, whatever. And I've even had some of the dragon fruit smoothie bowls there and like the acai bowl. So delicious spot. It's on Pine Valley in Woodbridge, right near Highway 7.
And another one in Major Mac and Keel in Maple.
Oh, congrats. I didn't even know there was multiple locations. But that's the original one, right?
That's the first one.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So good. Original one on Pine Valley. Tyson?
So today I'm taking a quick break from my Etobicoke.
No way.
Purely because of a situation that just happened with me in a spot. So you know about this place, Hayes Lounge in Mississauga. It mostly was like a hookah spot, but they had really good food. So they're still on Uber Eats, but I've been Uber Eats king, right? And so I'm getting to the point, which I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, where they're starting to know that it's me. And they end up giving me an extra sandwich and like a little note on the box. So I felt obligated at this point, but I ordered from there so much. Just like when I ordered from Cow Gang, they actually know through Uber Eats that's me.
Because they've been writing you Thicc Boy messages.
I'm at that level. And when I put like this special thing. And so got to give them a shout out for that. Like I said, we're trying our best to support these restaurants as they're still being closed. I heard there might be a lockdown. So keep supporting these restaurants, man. They need it.
What are we in lockdown? 5.7?
I don't know, man. It's freaking next level.
Mike, you got a spot?
I'm going to have to go with a place in Woodbridge that I always go to. It's called Hello 123. They're part of Cupford and Kim. It's like that family, which is they're known for their vegan food. Amazing stuff. I'm kind of like Tyson here because I'm just nonstop Uber Eats every day. I mean, you can't even. The other day I tried calling them and I couldn't even call them to place an order because they only go on Uber Eats right now. So that's my spot. That healthy food. Tasty food. Oh, I just love it.
I've had the sweet potatoes there. It's very nice. Yeah.
Well, they only do Uber Eats now.
Yeah. Or I think the only other way to order is you have to order on their app. You have to download their app and order
so you
on
might as well
there.
just
But
order from there.
I already had the Uber Eats app, so I'm like, I'll just do that instead of having to get the whole app now. But
makes sense.
So yeah, Mike is on our show today. I walked into his juice bar. I met him not too long ago. We just kicked off great conversations about health, about probably the most important thing, where I was taking care of yourself and your immunity. So Mike, I just want to ask, how you opened your juice bar, how you got started in this, and kind of how your journey began.
Okay. I don't know how far back to go, but I'm going to go back about maybe 2007 when I started working in health and wellness. I was a boot camp instructor. Okay. And I worked for a guy, Paul Walker, who owned 2 fitness studios in Woodbridge. And it was an all-women's fitness studio. And it was a great job. Had a lot of fun there. And I was always interested. Yeah, I know. Who doesn't want to work with women all day, right? And I was always into health and wellness, and I worked for him for about 10 years, but I kind of knew that I didn't want that to be my forever, my forever job, and there was always something in me saying, what else can you do? What else can you do? I loved the health and wellness industry, though. And then one day I was in university, and I kind of got introduced to this juice somehow, and I drank it. I started looking at the bottle and I really loved it. This must have been about maybe 6, 7 years ago. And at that time, juice bars weren't really popular yet. They were only downtown Toronto. So I used to go downtown and I used to just go into the juice bar and I was kind of like staring at everyone because I was so intrigued by the operation, how they made the product, the atmosphere, the vibe. And I didn't even think too much about opening one. I was just more like, wow, I really love this stuff. And then I kept going downtown. Like it was kind of like once a week, then I started going even more often. And then one day it just kind of hit me. I said, wow, I would love to open one of these places. I mean, this is like really cool stuff. I just love everything about it. And I was really scared because I never opened a business before. And then you don't know what to do first. Do I get my bottles? Do I get the labels? Do I do this? Do I make recipes? Where do I get the space? What's it going to look like? What's my business plan? So I hired a consultant. And actually, before I hired the consultant, I approached a few juice bars from Toronto, and they loved me. They wanted to work with me. Actually, some of them didn't, but some of them did. The ones that didn't, I said thank you very much. The ones that did, I had a few meetings, and we got really, really far together in our conversations. I was about to open another one, who they're still around today. I was about to open another one, and then right at the end, I just kind of looked at them and looked at myself, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this alone. I don't want to do it with anyone. I was still kind of scared. I ran into an old friend of mine. She wanted to open a juice bar. We kind of became partners for about 4 months until it didn't work out. I don't work well with partners, I realized. And then I was still scared because I didn't know what the hell was going on. I hired a consultant from New York, and this guy set up some of the biggest juice bars in the world. He consulted for a company called Juice Press. They got, I think, 80 locations right now in New York. And talked to that guy on the phone for about a year. After a year, I flew him down here, stayed with me at my house for a week, and that was when we opened the juice bar. And
oh, you really went hard on this.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's a crazy background for it. That is. So what was it because of this guy's background? Because Toronto's known for this type of stuff. It's one of the biggest like service industry cities. Like, was it something specific that you wanted this guy? Was he just that well known, or?
You know what it was? It was, I had a lot of questions at the time and nobody had answers for me. Like I couldn't, yes, there were juice bars, but I couldn't ask them because obviously I'm their competitor now and they're not going to give me the information that I need. And because juice bars were so popular, so new at the time, they were so new that not like no one even understood what I was saying. It's not like opening a restaurant. I'm trying to talk to people about an X1 juicer and they didn't even, like I was speaking another language. So that's why I had to, I was searching for someone and then I came across this guy and it's really cool because we're actually still friends today. And like I even talked to him last week. It's like we actually still stayed friends. And one interesting thing that he told me, because when I was talking to him, you know, he would say to me, Mike, I go around the world and I consult people. And the people that I consult, they have a lot of money. And these people open and they close because they don't have the hustle. They don't have the passion. Yeah. He's like, you are literally asking me questions every single day. He's like, I know you're going to do good in this industry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I didn't even believe him at the time because I was like, oh, come on, man. You're selling me, man. I'm your client. You want me to give you more money, right? And then it actually worked out and he was right. And now I see it. And he's like, we're still really cool. Like, we're cool. He's like my age where we shoot the shit all the time.
How long have you had that location, that first location?
So Woodbridge opened up about 4.5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was probably about a year, at least a year and a half of planning before that. So probably about 6.5, about six years ago. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I found out first about his place through Alex Ricci, a UFC fighter from Woodbridge, and I loved your juices. How did you come up with all those recipes?
You know what? The recipes, so different ways. The first 8, I probably got about 30 juices now. The first 8 of them, my consultant, Paul, he made for me. Yeah. Once you start making those juices, you kind of get the feel on how it's done. Then I would just start asking, I would look at other people's, sometimes the competitor. I would always ask, Oh, you go to a juice bar? What's your favorite juice? Oh, you go to a juice bar? What's your favorite juice? Then people started coming to my juice bar and saying, hey, there's this other juice at this other place. You gotta do it. I'm like, okay, no problem. What's it called? Okay, here's the ingredients. You start mixing it up. I've even went to places downtown. I walk right inside the place. I go, hey, what's the best juice you got here? It's this. Is this the best? Yeah, okay. I buy it, take it home, and I put my own little spin on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Genius.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's funny, but it's so
It's
funny.
fruits and vegetables. Like,
Yeah,
what do you want?
that's
Nobody
the
owns
thing.
them. You know what I mean?
Can't
patent
fruit
it.
and a vegetable.
It's funny he says he was so worried about, but if you look at how, like, I don't people go into business that do not put this type of thought into it. A year, like, I don't people go into business.
Yeah.
A year and a half is a long time to really
Yeah,
put
it
you know
is.
what I mean? And
It
you had
is.
a consultant, so that means you
Yeah.
really, like, the fear might have been what got you to be so diligent, right? Because, like, it sounds like you knew what you were doing the way you're describing this process.
You know what it is too? I'm also the kind of person that, like, when I was in university, I would study 7 days a week. Like, I would study 10 hours a day. I made sure when I had that test, I knew everything. But that's also because I was older. I went to university when I was 25. But I think that's how I am. Like, I always want to do the most possible. And you're right, because I have friends too who are in business. And when I talk to them, I'm like, how big is your place? Like, they don't even know how many square feet it is. I'm like, it blows me away, like the degree that people are not, like, they don't know
They
what's
don't.
going
Yeah,
on.
they don't cover
That's
every
what,
turn
when
every
you said
stone.
that, I'm like, man, you sounded like you were more than
Yeah.
ready.
Prepared,
But it's ironic. But then I know people who, and sometimes it's just that confidence maybe that he helped you with. But I know people who are like too confident. Like, we know some people who open up gyms that you're like,
It's like when you
I
talk
think
to.
you're being a little crazy here.
It's like when you talk to a
Once again,
fighter who
it's-
doesn't put in the work for a fight. And it's like, just
But the
think
business
this,
thing,
you know?
it's actually funny to. So, what were you doing before? Like when you made the decision, I'm gonna hire this consultant. What was that day? What were you still doing?
So what I was working as a boot camp instructor.
So you were still doing that. Like when you hired this guy, that was still
Oh
what you
yeah,
were doing.
I was
wow.
still there, which is a good question, because I was still working there, and I worked there the whole time. Even when I opened the juice bar, I loved the job so much that I still worked there on Saturdays for the first 6 months, and then it came to the point where, like, I was working like 12-hour days, even longer. And I just had to say to my old boss, I said, look, Paul, I can't do it anymore, man. Like, I'm working every single day. Like, I remember one time I was sleeping on the floor at the juice bar. It was really catching up to me. I didn't want to let the job go, but it was just...
Sleeping at the successful.
it's
Oh, yeah.
That's,
I put out some
that-
cardboard and I just right on the floor, man. There's no room. I didn't even have an office at that point. It was just...
I love
But
hearing
that's
that,
how
dude.
it is.
Love hearing
How
that.
early did you get your first juicer?
The what?
How early did you get your first juicer? Like, did you start with like a little one at home first? Like, what did you?
Yeah, it's funny that you asked that, because my mother actually, she was juicing before I was born. She was
wow.
juicing in the 70s. And when she was juicing, people thought she was crazy back in the day. They were like, what the hell is that thing?
That's
and
a
then
long time
when I
ago,
was
man.
a kid, she used to try and give me juice. And I was like, no, I did not like it at all. I remember she used to juice when I was young. And all of a sudden,
She must feel so justified now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like it's like literally in your genes. Like
So we tell everybody. I love telling people that, because she feels good about it. But she's like, well, why weren't you interested when I used to juice? And I think the reason is because when I got into it, this was like a new type. It was a new school juicing. You know what I mean? It was like, okay,
Repackaged.
nice
it's
packaging.
your mom. Like, let's be real.
and,
It's way cool when somebody else. Like, come on.
yeah,
There's tons of
exactly.
things.
And
As you get old,
we
like-
never want to listen to our parents. So yeah, that's what happened.
Does
It
your
was,
mom contribute to any recipes or what?
hilarious.
Well, when I told my parents I want to open a juice bar, I remember my mother said, you are on your own here. This is a lot of work. Don't ask me. Like, I'm 61 years old, I want to relax. I cannot get my mother to leave the juice bar right now. I swear, everyone knows. Like, the store closes at 8. I'm checking the cameras. It's like 10 o'clock. She's still there. Before COVID, I would go around after the store's closed and I would be doing videos. I'm like, look, guys, this is my mother. Okay? She sends everybody home. She tells them to clean the store. She tells everybody to go home. And now she's cleaning what they just cleaned. That's what she does. And it's like, you know,
That's
she,
such a mom story,
I think
though.
I think she's just so happy, you know, like she's so proud because like my parents, you know, I didn't really have like before I went to school when I was 25. Before that, I was like the kind of guy, like my parents did not see any success coming from me, like at all. You know, I was like not a good kid. And I think that's why, because she's so proud. Like, you know, I could have been like, you know, like doing anything and she would have been happy. Like I could have been like working anywhere. And yeah, she's I think she's must be proud. Yeah.
Well, it's like when you leave your parents' house and your mom's like, "Oh, you're an adult now. I want to help out." And then like once they realize that you're no longer, it's like they actually want you to still be under them even when they don't realize it. I think a lot of parents realize that. Like I'm sure you can attest that to the full.
You have my mother figured out so well.
No, because like it's like sounds like my mom and a lot of other people I know were.
When I moved out of my house, my mother was telling everyone, "I can't wait till he moves out.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait till he moves out." The first night, why don't you come home? Why don't you come home? But mom, you just told everybody that
just
you.
rent a new spot.
She still tells me to come home. It's been 6 years now. I'm like, Mom, I don't live with you anymore. And I was crying for months after you left.
Isn't that funny though? I know so many parents with that story where they think they can't wait till the kid leaves at 18 and then like it's the exact. So when you said that, I was like, oh, I like hearing it. I already knew what you were gonna say, which was
you got to figure it out. You got to come by one day when she's there, Tyson. You got to come by, man.
Sounds like a good woman, man. But that's hilarious that was like she used to juice. You're like, that's not cool. Get that out of my face. And now like that's a story, man. That's a hell of a story right there.
So I was gonna ask, what like positive changes have you seen in the people around you, and like for some of your customers since they've started like coming to your juice bar? Because like when you start getting on the health journey, you can really change people's lives.
I'm looking into getting into one because of all these things I hear.
You know, it's crazy because when people come in, when our guests come to the juice bar, and it's been happening since day one, they look at me in the face and they say, I feel great. I have less, my skin looks better. I have more energy. I was able to get pregnant. I have less swelling over here. My joints are feeling better. And as soon as people say that, I beg them to go on video with me. And I've had, before COVID started, I have now on like my Instagram, probably at least 50 to 100 videos of people just giving me their testimonials. And it's a skill to do that because everybody always says no. They say, I just lost 10 pounds. I'm like, can you please say that on a video? No. Why? Oh, because I don't like going on video. I go, please say it, because if you tell me, it does nothing. Because nobody wants to hear me. I'm the guy selling the juice. They don't want to hear me. Honestly, they think I'm just trying to sell you. So then what happens is, finally, after like long conversation, fine, I'll say it to you. And then what happens is this. We do the video. I'm like, look, isn't this great? 3 days later, they message me, can you send me that video? I showed my whole family. They all love it. Now I want to show these people. I'm like, you didn't even want to do the video with me.
It's the same thing with your mom.
You know, so it's like, I've seen so many stories, and that's such a great thing, because I didn't even see that coming when I was going to open the juice bar. I didn't realize the level that I would be actually helping people live healthier lives, get rid of disease. Like people message me all the time. Like I went to the doctor. One lady even gave me her blood work the other day. She's like, look at my blood results. She has all her vitamins, her hormones, her minerals. She's like, look at this, Mike. It's all because of you. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. You know,
well, it's a natural pharmacy, and
is.
Food is medicine. We all know that.
It really is.
And most people can't get enough fruits and vegetables into their diet in a day for whatever reason. So like, juicing is such a more convenient way, like to substitute sometimes. Like, you should eat your fruits and vegetables still, but when you can't, it's a great way to get all the necessary vitamins and minerals that you need, and all the health benefits that come.
That's
with
right. And the best part is, some people who don't eat certain vegetables will drink it in a juice. Happens all the time.
That's exactly why I want.
Happens all the time with beets. People come in, try this beet juice. No, I don't like beets. Listen. Just try the beet juice. You might like it. Oh, no, I hate them.
That's me.
I finally convinced him to drink it. Oh, my God. This tastes so good. It's amazing. So that's what I see too happening.
I drink beet juice till I pee purple. Like I love it.
But you were already
here.
into kind of the health industry. You were younger. So for you probably aren't realizing the benefit because when you did, you might have noticed you're already eating shake. You noticed the benefits. If you're living a hard like I'm still surprised when I hear people talk about they go to McDonald's like 2-3 times a week. You know what I mean? So the benefit for something like that, we can't even think about what that must feel like.
For someone that's unhealthy, what it feels like when they drink like one juice and whoa.
That's our base level, and like you probably didn't realize the effect it would have on people who really are unhealthy, man. Like
and you said it right because the people who are at the lowest health level, I noticed those people have the highest. They have a significant difference in the way they feel after. Like I remember one guy who came to me. He was so unhealthy, like just really bad. He did a 3-day juice cleanse, came back. So happy. He's like, I lost 10 pounds. I have more energy. My wedding ring is falling off. I can't believe how slim I am right now. Oh, I just want to drink juice. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing, you know? But then you have people who are like already in shape, right? And they feel good, but not to that level.
No, it's
right?
just like as a trainer.
That's right.
The best way to show your work is with somebody who's more unhealthy because way easier to get you to lose 10 pounds if you're 30 pounds overweight than Boyan.
Yeah.
Like
juicing,
cares.
I'm not gonna even lose 2 or 3 pounds just juicing because I'm already in shape. But somebody that's overweight and carrying all this like stuff in their abdomen, like all that waste and like, you know, like
exactly.
Like, on a juice cleanse, they're gonna lose like a significant amount of weight.
It's the same thing. Like nobody cares when they see me doing pad with you because you're a professional fighter. They don't realize. It's when I show them a regular person, a teacher. That's when it hits them like, oh, like I can lose weight this way. I can do it. It's the same idea. When you see us drinking juice and you think, oh, you're just a health freak. They don't realize how much it can help them in their regular life. Like, you know what I mean? I noticed that in the
and like
a lot.
And like you don't even, for some people necessarily, you don't even have to change your lifestyle completely. You can just literally just add juicing to your life and it will give you the necessary benefits to go along with all the unhealthy stuff you're eating. Do you know what I mean?
Or it's just a great place to start, you know? Like I've had people like that too, where they want to do the juice cleanse and I say, listen, this might be a little bit too much for you. Like, I don't want to scare you because it's happened where people come, they they do a juice cleanse, only juice, and it hits them so hard that they get scared and they don't even want to come back after because it was too much for them, right? So sometimes I say, listen, 1 juice a day. Then we'll move you up a little bit more, you know? Yeah, everybody has to start at a comfortable level also.
Yeah, I gotta get back on getting those juices. O'Shea was selling them. I'm gonna get a machine. Like I've been saying for months. Because of this podcast, I know now I'm gonna go right after this. Because I've been talking about it for like months now. Especially with the Kangen thing. Like I've been talking about it for months getting a juice.
Yeah, well, as martial artists, we're always on a path for like truth, whether that's in the techniques that we're doing or whether that's in the like healthiest ways that we can be. And you know, adding juicing to yourself, like I think a lot of fighters already do that, right? You know, Bruce Lee was like one of the first people to start juicing and making smoothies.
Well, I do like shakes and stuff. Like I just know it can be so much more beneficial if I do this. Or like you brought up the beets, the kale. Like it's one thing to just put it in a blender and make a
so much easier. Yeah,
but it doesn't taste as good. Like even like then, like it would make everything taste better. Like when O'Shea was bringing them to the gym, they taste great. Like it's so much easier to get like 1 in a day that way.
A beet juice for like a pre-workout is like great for you. You know what I mean? Like yeah. Like how's that juice tasting?
It's amazing, and it does ginger. I know how much. Like I was taking. You know, it's crazy. I've been taking ginger shots in the morning, and they're like a little harsh, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's just funny that you bring that up about the beet things. I was thinking when I was drinking this, like I could easily put this down every day. The ginger shot, it's easy too, but you feel it when you're taking it, right?
Oh, yeah.
This actually tastes good. I can drink it with a meal. I can drink 2 of these without blinking. You know what I mean?
You can juice turmeric. You know what I mean? Like you can always get another.
I'm taking pills. I know it'd be better if I actually had. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buy the turmeric juice.
You know,
it's just a pain in the ass to clean.
I tell people because they say to me, "Oh, but I'm taking powder turmeric," and I say, "Look, that's totally fine, but I'm just going to give you a little. Oh my God, I don't even know the word. I'm going to give you a comparison here. I say." Do you eat eggs? And they say yes. And I say, well, do you eat powdered eggs or do you eat raw eggs?
Yeah.
I eat raw eggs. They go, well, why don't you eat powdered eggs? Well, because they're shit. But you're having powdered turmeric. It's very similar, you know. You could have raw turmeric or powdered turmeric. Yeah. So for some reason, sometimes we go to the powder and sometimes we go to raw. But we always know the raw is the best.
Yeah.
Well, it's because turmeric on these things for a lot of people are like, like eggs is something people have been making forever. Whereas I didn't just put that logic together.
Yeah.
I take powdered
Nobody
turmeric in a
thinks
pill,
about it. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I would like.
Yeah, I
the
take
idea
tons of powdered
eggs,
turmeric.
like,
I think it's the way it's marketed to us too. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if there was a lot of campaigns on powdered eggs, more people would probably go
What's the
there.
convenience thing with the powdered?
And well, that's what it comes down to also. It's convenience. And that's what I say to people. I say, listen, because sometimes, oh, Mike, I don't want to juice it. I don't want to get it. You know,
It's a
I
pain in
have
the ass to clean turmeric out of your juicer.
Oh, it's the worst. You
It's
got
the
to put a
worst.
little bit of...
What's the secret? Give us the industry
I
secret.
I'm taking notes.
You got to put water and a little bit of bleach in a spray bottle, and it will come out
Kangen
like
2.5
easy.
baby.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, we might use that Kangen 2.5 acid.
Oh,
acidic.
you got to bring it down to the acidic level.
yeah,
2.5.
That's right.
We got to hit 2.5.
Yeah.
See, like,
That's
Oh,
the good
light.
thing
it's all
about the
coming together,
Kangen.
man. Kangen juice.
Kangen juice.
Yeah.
I'm having ideas, bro. Thicc Boy Juice coming soon. You think I'm joking? We're getting stickers soon.
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
Mike, tell people like where are all your locations again? How can people find you? Even I'm gonna go check out some of these testimonials and stuff like that. Like just give us everything. Your Instagram, where people can find your restaurants, all that.
So we have two of them, both in Vaughan. One of them is at Pine Valley and Highway 7 in Woodbridge. The other one's at 2354 Major Mac, which is Major Mac in Kiel, just west of Kiel on the north side of Major Mac. Got tons of videos on my Instagram at freshhouse.juicebar, fresh house with one H. And that's probably about it.
Perfect. You know what? We have to go to that Major Mac one because I was thinking about Mac, Major Pack. Like we gotta go do something. That's too. When he finds out there's a street called Major Mac next time. So our boy owns a thing called Major Pack, and his name is Mac.
Oh, nice,
So
nice.
it's like we gotta go do something about this. We're gonna definitely come to your Major Mac one and do some promotion for my guy there. He'll love that.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah.
This was a pleasure.
So guys, definitely go check out his stuff. Like I'm fully intrigued even more. It's reminding me of like I need to go get this juicer, so I'm gonna get on it.
Yeah, and with everything going on,
Health,
you know,
man,
your immunity is
it
extremely
yourself,
important. Mike will tell you, you know, like you gotta get the necessary fruits and veggies in you and stay healthy, you know?
Yeah, I like to say it like this. You know, your immune system is your body's defense. It's your military. It is a system of cells. And the job of these cells is to search your body for foreign invaders, pathogens, bacteria, even viruses. So if you're healthy, you have a strong system. You have a strong military. And no matter what enters your body after, whether it's a virus or anything, you're going to fight it off. So always, guys, stay as strong as you can and keep your immune system as boosted as possible.
Amen.
That's my little 2
That was
cents
the
closing
perfect
right
end.
there.
That's probably
Perfect.
it.
Well,
We
guys,
gotta
this
clip
is,
that.
Thicc Boy Fight Club. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thanks, guys.